second.
It's good to be back.
Yep.
Very thankful for this wonderful space and this wonderful opportunity to share from the heart. You know, you ever think about what surrounds us, yet is buried deep inside of us? What eludes the senses and the mind, but is more real than anything we can perceive? True self. Oh, what insane games we play as we allow the intellect to betray us in times of distress. When the surface of the pond is calm, we clearly see the laws of creation enacted with our participation. Let us not forget, amidst the unexpected, that through the words we choose and the disposition that ensues, we are our best of friends or greatest of enemies. Confuse the past with the present. Confusion of the past and present is cause for suffering. Attachment to this, aversion to that, ignores the fact that reality is subject to infinite possibility. We perceive failure by ignoring the much bigger picture. Putting aside ideals helps assess current state of affairs, sparing drama that stems from despair. Upon closer inspection, we may discover our lesser choice is more ideal, and our ideals the lesser choice. Acceptance liberates us to live in the moment, accessing infinite creative power, utilizing whatever it is the universe is actually offering, rather than confusion and delusion barring us from truth. Not all blessings are convenient, and not everything convenient is a blessing. An emotionally selfish self is of no service to anyone, including themselves. But the elevation of our vibration brings a healing sensation to the subconscious minds of all we meet. By seeking consciousness, we gain power. But by seeking power, we lose consciousness. All experience rides the edge of a blade. Keep letting go. Keep letting go. Keep letting go. Let go. Let go. Keep letting go. Keep letting go. Let go. Let go. Keep letting go. Keep letting go. Let go. Let go. Keep letting go. Keep letting go. Let go. Let go. During decision making, we tend to realize what it is we don't want before realizing what it is we do. So it has been with humanity's exploitation of materialism, Mother Earth, and self. Now that we've exhausted the down and dirty side of our potential, we are ripe for ascension. Remember, we control nothing and no one, but we influence everyone and everything each step of the way, each and every single day, until our final breath we give away. Keep letting go. 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 Let go.
Mr. Clyde, always you in the building. Here you are. Give it up for Clyde, always.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, come on and step right up. Folks, want to grab yourself a front row seat before they're gone and they're going fast. You don't want to miss this. It's time for another exciting installment of the Clyde Always Show. With me, your always clever, always handsome, always charming host, Clyde Always. All right. So I'd like to start you with a poem. It's entitled Dirtbag, and it's by me, yours truly, Clyde Always, and it goes. My jeans are skinny as a stick, my beard's a mile long, my glass is black and plastic thick, my keys sing jangle song. My hair is greasy, slimy strands, my hat was knit with hate, my pockets squeeze my dainty hands, my pinball skills are great. My flannel shirt is buttoned high, my arms are pumped with ink, my neon chucks, they look so fly, my scent, my armpits stink. My diet is devoid of meat. My smokes are rolled by hand. My shoulder bag is really neat. My days are never planned. My fixie bike, it brought me here. My girlfriend, she just went. My drink of choice is can of beer. My mom, she pays my rent. Thanks, everybody. That's Dirtbag, and that's by me, yours truly, Clyde Always. Next up, I got one about a dude who picked me up hitchhiking one time on the side of Highway 1, and his name's Anders, and this one's for him. A Stockholm treasure grew so tall and dreamt his never dreams, and so he sprightly scaled the wall and donned but humble seams. His burden light, his socks uptight, he flew to western lands. His smile was a welcome sight to those in desert sands. And under eucalyptus trees our hero laid his head. Koala bears and wallabies did share his earthy bed. But then a California girl did seek to steal his heart. She set his golden guts a-swirl, the sun-soaked raisin tart. They raised a ranch atop a hill, above a grizzly sea, where Anders feeds the horses still, their daughter running free. Thanks, everybody. That's Anders, and that's by me, yours truly, Clyde Always. So my girlfriend loves to eat hummus, and the other day I chidingly asked her if she'd ever had a chick pee in her mouth before, and she said no, but I have had a black guy pee in my mouth before. So you know that racist Clippers guy? I think we all know who I'm talking about, right? Well, I don't know exactly what happened, but I do know that we are in the business of publicly shaming him. And I think we did a pretty good job, what with the blogs and the tweets and whatnot, but back in my day, we had a much more effective method, and we didn't need no fancy computers, we didn't need smartphones, we didn't need tablets. All we needed was a dusty old pillow and a 10-gallon drum full of hot pine tar. So first thing we do is strip this racist naked, and then we get some paintbrushes and dip them in the tar, and just slap them all over with them. Really get it in every nook and crook and cranny. Get it up his nose and in his butt crack, everywhere. So at this point, I was thinking it would be fun to get the kids involved. Here's what we do. We cut the pillow open, and then all the kids could run up and grab a handful of feathers, and they could just whap them with them. Meanwhile, we'd all be standing back saying, whoo, see the arm on that one? That's my boy. He's gonna be Major League someday. Yeah. So anyway, at this point, he's tarred and feathered, and we could just call it a day. But I still got some more ideas. Next thing we're gonna need is about 6 big guys and a 10-foot-long triangular wooden fence rail. You get 2 guys on either side holding that rail up on their shoulders. You get 2 more big guys to lift that chicken-looking motherfucker up on top that rail so that the pointy part's hitting him right in the taint. And then we parade him all around town, up and down Market Street. Meanwhile, he's riding that thing like a bucking fucking bronco, right? And then the folks would come out from the buildings, and they'd have the tomatoes, splat, and they'd have the cabbages, whap, and they'd have the rotten eggs. But I don't want to see nobody throwing no goddamn rocks, okay? This ain't the East Bank of the Euphrates, all right? We don't stone people here. That's un-American. Now, tarring and feathering somebody and running them around town on a rail, that's American. And God bless America. Thanks, everybody. That's it for the Clyde Always Show tonight. Tune in next time for another episode of the Clyde Always Show. Give it up, Clyde Always.
Clyde Always will be our feature a month from now, so make sure you catch that one. It's going to be extra special. All right, next up, we've got the Poetician. Wow, how'd you know? Give it up for the Poetician.
Excellent timing.